Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this channel we talk about news updates, trading tips, coin reviews, and many other things. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button now. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what a short position is on Bitcoin, how a short actually works, and how that sometimes will cause the price of Bitcoin to go up very rapidly in a short amount of time. So let's get into how a short works. So I created this quick animation for you guys just so we can talk through each step and so you guys can learn a little bit more about how this works. So the first step that happens is the short seller is anybody that's betting that the price of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency or stock is going down. So what they do is they borrow Bitcoin from the broker, and the broker can be the exchange. So they borrow the Bitcoin from the broker, and then what they do is they immediately sell the Bitcoin at market price on the market or the exchange, and then they wait for the price to either go up or the price to go down. If the price goes down, then what they do is they wait and then they buy the Bitcoin back from the market. Now they still owe the broker the original Bitcoin that they bought, so then they pay the broker back the Bitcoin that they borrowed, and then they keep the rest, whatever they profited. So using numbers as an example, if I borrowed Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at $10,000 from the broker, and I was betting that Bitcoin was going to go down, then what would happen is then I would sell the Bitcoin immediately at $10,000. So I have $10,000 cash, but I still owe the broker one Bitcoin. So then let's say the price of Bitcoin goes down to $5,000, then I can buy it back with step 3. So I now own 2 Bitcoin. And then the last step, now I have to cover my short position. So then I pay the broker 1 Bitcoin, and then I get to keep the extra Bitcoin that I made as profit. So essentially, when the price goes up, the short seller will lose money because they borrowed Bitcoin at a higher price, and they also owe the money on margin or leverage if they took that out. And a lot of short sellers, they typically will take on leverage or margin, meaning they're betting more against what they're borrowing. And if the price goes down, then the short seller made money because they get to sell the Bitcoin back after they already bought it at a lower price. So let's take a look at a chart so we can look and see exactly how this works and how this affects Bitcoin's price. So right here is a really cool indicator. It's called Bitfinex BTC longs and Bitfinex BTC shorts. So this will give us a graphic of basically when people are going long and people are going short. So in the most recent example that I want to show you when it dropped down to 6,000. So what happened is as the price was dropping, people were stacking up their shorts. So a lot of people were taking a short position. And then obviously the price went down. And then as the price went down some more, people started taking on leverage and margin, betting that the price of Bitcoin was going to fall even further from 6K. So then what happens is as the price rebounds, so long positions start to show up, they start to buy, then what happens is a lot of those people that took short positions lower, so they thought that the price of Bitcoin was going to say go to 5K, 3K, 2K. As the price goes down, more interest in the short selling accumulates, and people take on a lot more risk and leverage because they think it's just going to keep going down and down and down. Then what happens is they have to cover their position or they get liquidated. So when you see a bounce like this buy volume, that's not necessarily people going long at that position. Right here, you can actually see it was going down during that day. What that sometimes means is that the short position, the short sellers are actually buying back their positions that they had to buy because they weren't able to sell at the price that they wanted to sell at. And so in fear of getting basically liquidated or their portfolios burned or they take on too many losses, they have to buy back to cover their short position to be able to pay the broker. Otherwise, they're going to end up with nothing in their account if the price continues to rise. And so that happens quite a few times. And you can see even back here, as the price was accumulating right in through here, you saw these shorts really stacking up. A lot of people were betting on the price of Bitcoin to go down, but it never really did. It just kept continuing climbing. And especially right in here, when it got to this point, we found a little resistance. You saw the shorts really come up here, but it had a little bit of a drop. But a lot of these short positions back here got really wrecked in the market. So a lot of short sellers, they kind of cooled off even as the market was declining up here. Not a lot of short positions were occurring. And so that's one reason why Bitcoin prices go up very quickly. And that's exactly how a short position works. There's two exchanges that currently use shorting where you can borrow from the exchange on leverage, and that's BitMEX and Bitfinex. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, and this was Trader's Tips with I Love Crypto. Hopefully you guys subscribe and make sure you watch more of my videos for more helpful tips. Take care.